stop or restrict access to the vaccine because, we are looking out for our own selves alone, or a certain group of people are looking out for themselves alone. No, we'll just be shooting ourselves in the foot.
Earlier on, at the beginning of the show, you talked about equity and equitable distribution. Equality, meaning that, if we're talking about equitable, then it means that, yes, people should have access to it. Maybe not at the same scale, but definitely everyone should have access to it. And the Nigerian government has also said that, yes, the vaccine is not a compulsion, but it's necessary for people who would like to make themselves available to get it. But the data from the NPHCDA for yesterday showed that some countries, some states in the country, a case in studies, Abia, just one person in Abia has received the vaccine, while in Kogi, Kebbi, nobody has received the vaccine. Going back to your earlier statement, until everyone is safe, no one is safe. How do we begin to marry that statement with the fact that we still have people who are deliberately asking their people, consciously asking their people to stay away from the vaccine?
So for me as a public health physician, I will pull on, my knowledge of the principles of primary health care.
Right.
What are the principles? There are 4 of them. The first is equitable distribution. It's just one of it. The second is community participation. The third is intersectoral collaboration. And the fourth is appropriate technology. And we can all bring this to bear with what is happening in those states where there is no compliance. Why? Are we involving the community? Going to community. So we have equity. So we know that every state has to have, but it has to be according to, the need. So we know Lagos has the highest. I mean,
right.
The first 5, we know Lagos, we have FCT second, we know Plateau is third, we know Kaduna is fourth, we know that Rivers is 5th on the scale of, cases. So we know that we are first prioritizing those states where we have the highest number of cases. And then for that, are we just providing the vaccine?
Okay.
Or are we ensuring that the community is involved? How will we get the community involved? We go to intersectoral collaboration or cooperation. Are we ensuring that each councils, each local government area in those communities are informed?
Right.
Do they know? Are we involving the local heads? Are we involving the community health workers?
Leaders.
Are we involving, all the tribal leaders and all of that? Are we involving them? Do they have information going to appropriate technology? How are we communicating, the need for them to have the vaccine, the reason why it is important, and that it is available? Is it available in their centers?
Okay.
Do they have access? So it's not enough to just say, oh, we only have one uptake. What is causing it? Do they even know that they are eligible,
to get the vaccine?
So those are the issues that we should be looking at.
All right, time is not our friend on the show this afternoon. We would have to stop this conversation here. But I would like to ask, maybe sometime next week, if we can pull you again on the show, perhaps we can talk more about community participation, because this is one issue that we can't exhaust, particularly the need for government to begin to disseminate this information to the grassroots. Perhaps people will begin to have a better grasp as to why they need to make themselves available for the vaccine. So do we have your words on the show this afternoon, Dr. Anne?
Okay, we'll see about that.
All right then. Okay. Thank you so much for giving us your time on the show this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we've had on the show this afternoon Dr. Anne Olowu. She's a public health physician. And God willing, next week, if we're able to pull in Dr. Anne again just to help us continue this conversation on the need for community participation, talking about COVID-19 vaccines. All right, let's quickly take figures now. According to the data from the Nigerian Center